also comes a fundamental thing, which is, look, Hamas has to realize, and Hamas, not to get too much into, the
Yeah, here we go. How about them Cowboys? Man, you know every Pittsburgh Steelers fan is upset because we snuck in a win on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 5. And most of the keys to succeed that I mentioned on a previous episode that I made you guys, the Dallas Cowboys did that. Now, mind you, you don't supposed to win when you have all those turnovers. You don't supposed to win when you have all those penalties. You don't supposed to win against the number one defense. You don't supposed to win when you have multiple injuries. You don't supposed to win when your reserves and backups have injuries during the actual game. You don't supposed to win. The 3-letter and the 4-letter network counting you out as far as winning the game. But, somebody help me say, but. Nevertheless, we didn't give up. We showed some resilience. We showed some grit. Shout out to Mike McCarthy on the play calling. I've been begging. I've been jumping up and down, standing on the table. I've been doing any and everything I can to get people to see play calling matters in the National Football League. It matters, ladies and gentlemen. How you call plays, when you call the play, all of that matters. So shout out to Mike McCarthy for the play calling. Shout out to Mike Zimmer. The defense looked good. Was able to contain one of the keys I was talking about. Able to contain the quarterback, Justin Fields. Able to stop the run, Najee Harris. So the Dallas Cowboys did cross a couple of T's. They just forgot to cross the I's as far as the penalties are concerned. But in the turnovers, of course, not being on the same page with the receiver, Dak Prescott. But other than that, don't let me forget we had a game delay. The game was on hold because of the thunderstorm for almost 2 hours. So we actually was playing like 1 o'clock in the morning. But we came out on top with a nice victory, a nice win. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't nothing sexy about it. It was downright ugly. Very low moments in the game for Dak and CD. However, Jalen Tolbert, somebody help me say Jalen Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert stepped up and showed up in the absence of Brandon Cook. But I've been saying this, ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Tolbert just lacked opportunity. The dude got the skill set. And he ain't through learning the playbook yet. It's obvious that him and Dak had some type of chemistry together. But he ain't learned the playbook completely yet. Just give him time. Jalen Brooks did a phenomenal job. Give him time. You got to give these young folks time. But shout out to Jalen Tolbert. Man, you came through in the clutch. Man, shout out to the defense. Shout out to Kevontae Turbin. Shout out to Hunter Lupke. Shout out to Rico Dowdle. The run game looks phenomenal. Longest I see some progress from week to week in our run game. I'm satisfied with that. I'm cool with that. And that's what we were able to see. We got the running game going. We got banged up, as I just previously mentioned, but Bass came in and he held it down. Now, I don't know if they want to switch up the starting lineman. I don't know if they want to switch it up, but when he came in, boom, some things did happen. So, hey, I'll take the win. A W is better than an L on any day in the National Football League. So shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. Shout out to everybody that touched the field for the Dallas Cowboys in week 5 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am thoroughly impressed. No, it wasn't pretty, but I would rather walk away with a win versus walking away with a loss. So shout out to the Dallas Cowboys for being resilient, hanging on in there, showing some toughness, showing some grit, and getting another W on the road is a big deal. That's a very big deal. So now we're 3-0 on the road. We've been able to take our show on the road. Now, what we got accomplished now? Get back to our winning ways at home and minimize penalties. I'm still yelling that. Minimize penalties. We got to minimize penalties, you guys. We got to. We got to clean up our act, so to speak. And if we can do that, I think we'll be okay. We do need to work on the red zone. Our offense in the red zone. You can't turn the ball over in the red zone. Bottom line. You can't come up without a touchdown or without any points in the red zone. So we do. We still got to work on our red zone offense. And CD Lamb and Dak Prescott got to stay on the same page. They got to stay on the same page. So we got to work on that as well. Outside of those small things, we look good. We look good. We look good. Not great. Not great, but we look good. We got something to hang our hat on again. Each week we are building. We're building. It's a slow process. I get it. It's very slow. But we got one more game against the Detroit Lions, and then we can take a bye. Once we get that bye and come back off the bye, we got the 49ers. 49ers don't look the same. They don't look the same. So hopefully we can win against the Niners as well. But first things first, we got to deal with the Detroit Lions, and they are really good. It was an NFC Championship game last year, so I don't think they fell off the wagon from last year to this year. So with that being said, we got to look forward to week 6 and get our game plan together for week 6. But at least we got the running game, and Dak don't have to throw the ball 50 times. Although he did throw it 42 times for over 300 yards with 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. However, we won. So shout out to Dak for marching the team down the field with the game on the line. And Jalen Tolbert, who ended up getting hurt the play before the last play, decided to go. It looked like he wasn't going to be able to play the next play, but decides to stay on the field and go through the pain, endure the pain. And they did the mash concept, and that's one of their go-to plays, which Dak Prescott alluded to, and it worked. Dak said, it don't even matter what defense you're playing. It don't matter what defense you're playing when we run that play. That play there, yeah, that mash concept or the mish concept, I think that's the right pronunciation of the word mish. That mish concept with your outside receivers, normally people do it with their inside receivers. But just great play calling by Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer, offensively and defensively. Great play calling all game long. Special teams did phenomenal too. So shout out to the special teams coach and the special teamers as well. All right, Cowboy Nation, that's my time. I truly thank you all for your time. Once again, great win on the road. We are 3-0 on the road. Now we got to go back home. That's our only weakness right now. Penalties, few knick-knack things. We got to start getting back to our winning ways at home. All right, that's my time, Cowboy Nation. Make sure you guys subscribe become part of the family, become a part of the community. Share this content. Give me the thumbs up. Alright? Share it with a friend, a neighbor, a co-worker, a family member, a stranger, and your enemy. Just maybe y'all might become cool and become the best of friends after talking about the Dallas Cowboys. DC for life.